It is Drake Palm who will be receiving the first ball of this game. Good double-handed backhand drive down to the toes of Drake Palm there from Mauro Garcia. Ronan Camron picking up gold in the men's singles yesterday. Garcia going to the volley and the ball going long from Drake Palm. So 2 quick points on the board for Garcia and Broderick. That is nice from Drake Palm. He stood firm on that initial speed up from Garcia, then got the ball where he wanted and was able to roll down the line. Good response from Camron's. Oh, amazing effort from Broderick. Garcia again confounding possibility by getting to that lob. Managed to get the ball back up and over. But then Palm was able to drive it and force the error from Broderick. Oh, and Palm just falling into the trap set by Garcia there. Forcing that ball down to the bottom of the net. And Garcia on the early. Open the wrist, push the ball down the middle. Nice bit of play from the young Spaniard. Oh, that was nearly a sensational touch from Drake Palm. Palm has put a cap on. Not sure for the reason of that, but makes it easier to identify the 2 players at the far end of the screen. And it is Palm who then just flicks that volley into the net. Another point collected by Broderick and Garcia. They lead 4-1. Broderick just going long with that reflex volley. Second serve. Garcia with the ball. It was there for Garcia. He seized the opportunity and he gave that ATP everything, making sure the ball went where he wanted it to go. 5-1 lead opening up here in game 1. Little bit of help off the net. Oh, and Garcia blinked first there. Leaning into that one. It's a rare mistake from Mauro Garcia on that occasion. Good play, Drake Palm initiated the pop-up and killed it. A little lob there, but again Garcia getting back. Good reset again from Garcia, and again, Broderick helping him. Was that a tween? It was, but it's gone long. Excellent exchange. Quality play from Garcia. Oh, nice disguise there from Broderick. Flicks the ball down the middle when most people thought he would be going to the lines. And that's a good put away from Drake Palm. Just going behind Garcia. Flung the paddle behind his back in the hope of eliciting another excellent bit of defence, but not on that occasion. Oh, and Garcia retrieved the lob, advanced to the line, went for the drive volley, but drove it into the net. Great Palm just looking to cushion that one. Clips the net. Unforced error. Score is tied at 5. And Broderick puts his third into the net.
Second serve.
Garcia coming central, pushing long. Side out. Running Camron on serve. Garcia looking to lift. But Palm read that play early, was in the air and able to smash home. So Camron and Palm now have a 1-point advantage in this first game. Takes a brave man to try and lob Jaden Broderick. You've got to give that ball some elevation. Not quite enough there. The tall American able to punch the smash home. Garcia looking aghast as that dink ends up in the net. 2-point advantage opening up for Camron and Palm. And that one goes long as well. So that 2-point advantage becomes 3. We are seeing some movement here, and Garcia and Broderick taking a time out. Probably a good call. The opportunity just to have a little reflection on what has suddenly changed in this game. It's feeling a little bit like unforced errors more than anything. Camron and Palm are not doing anything spectacular. They're just asking questions of their opponents, and the mistakes have started to slip into the game of Garcia and Broderick. They are just having a quick chat with Garcia's Spanish coach. As I mentioned before, Garcia living with his coach at the moment in Malaga. On court wherever possible as they look to launch a career in the US in the coming months. And the Spanish-based coach has some of Spain's top players under his wing currently.
15 seconds.
As Broderick and Garcia head back to the bottom of the court and are ready to see if they can take that advice and turn it into point. 8-5-2 is the score. And a ball has just snuck onto court behind the action. Doesn't matter where that ball is. If the referee sees it, they will call a halt and we go again. Camron unable to lift. Side out. So Garcia and Broderick with the opportunity to now put some points on the board. And a good drive deep from Ronan Camron. Gets Garcia leaning to his right. And the ball just goes wide of the sideline. Great recovery, Drake Palm. Oh, and that is fast hand work from Drake Palm. He reacted instinctively and punched that ball down the middle. Mara Garcia just giving a little bit of a tap of appreciation to that excellent bit of work from Drake Palm. And it is Palm on the attack again there, forcing an error from Garcia. They've opened up a 4-point lead in this first game of this best of 3. Garcia going for an angle. Camron unable to lift up and over. So a second serve still with a 4-point advantage. Good change of direction from Camron. Garcia looking to flick it back from behind his back once again. Unable to do so. Game points. And that is a good bit of play from Drake Palm and Ronan Camron to finish off this first game. They changed gear really impressively in that one, and they've taken it 11-5. Lots for Garcia and Broderick to do in this second game if they are going to find a way through to the semi-finals. Just a reminder that the winners of this quarter-final play Jack Monroe and Richard Livanese in the semis. And at the moment it's looking like Camron and Palm will be the team taking that last 4 spot. But it is not beyond the realms of possibility that Garcia and Broderick will effect the change that is needed to be effected and find their way through. Plenty of action still to come here on Players Court at the English Open 2025, brought to you by Elite Island Resorts and Antigua and Barbuda. We are scheduled to bring you one of the 2 semi-finals and then the bronze final as well here on one of the 2 live stream courts from this spectacular event. Still lots else happening all around this venue, but of course what you are most interested in at this moment in time is the second game of this quarter-final. It is going to be Drake Palm who serves first, and we will soon find out what will happen. Will we get a third game, or will they close it out in 2? And it's Palm just punching wide. Close to the line, but not close enough on that occasion. Same to the other side of the court that time. Ronan Camron just rolling that volley wide. So an early 2-point advantage. A Apologies. 1 point advantage at this stage. Well played, Mauro Garcia. That has brought looks of wonderment around this court. Jack Monroe on the sidelines has got his head in his hands. He can't believe what he's just seen. Drake Palm isn't too sure if his eyes are telling him the truth either. And Garcia punches to the toes of Drake Palm there.
3-0 up.
The 3-0 lead. Oh my word, Garcia is bringing his full box of tricks to this party. A little bit of width, but not an exceptional amount, and he still managed to make the ATP. That is very good work from Mauro Garcia.
I will record the score.
They needed to do something to keep this alive, and they are certainly in the process of doing so. It is a 4-0 lead. And they have forced an error there from Drake Palm. A big shift in momentum in this game. Palm and Camron calling a timeout. 5-0 down in this second game. What will happen from here? Garcia has taken his game to a new level. There have been a couple of absolute moments of the championship so far. But there seems to be more than just highlight reel substance to Garcia in this game as well. Him and Broderick are pushing on. They need to keep this momentum. They need to keep doing what they are doing if they are going to take this to a third. But they've given themselves a very good opportunity to do so. They need to continue it. Broderick just looking down at the court there, not entirely happy with the shot he's just played.
5-0-2.
Broderick just leaning in, bit impatient on that one. Can't allow any of that to slip into their game. It will give Camron and Palm the incentive and belief that they can still take the game into behind the back. But Garcia owning up to a fault there.
1-5-1.
Broderick letting that one go wide.
1-5-2.
Good return from Garcia. Up goes the lob. Good defensive work. Wow, Mauro Garcia. He read that play superbly. He has pushed that ball down the middle. Exceptional work once again from this talented young man from Spain.
Point.
Good pressure applied to Drake Palm.
6-1-1.
Oh, and a big error there from Ronan Camron. just long from Broderick. Reaching in, looking to roll it down the middle, just misjudged the depth on that occasion. Second serve.
Second serve. 7-1-2.
Garcia came central. Drake Palm saw the space, deflected the ball into it. Good work.
1-7-1.
And a nice speed up from Drake Palm onto the paddle and marrow Garcia. A mistake forced.
2-7-1.
They've lobbed him again. This time he went for the between the legs response. Clipped the top of the net. Garcia has a full box of tricks,
3-7-1.
but that is not putting off Camron and Palm. They are looking to apply pressure where they can. And they are getting their way back into this. Drake Palm is pumped. Ronan Camron is pumped. It is 4-7. They want to do this in two. They have no interest in this going to a third game. They've got a slight shift of momentum. Can they keep moving this on? Garcia once again, scorpion-like, at least once in that exchange, comes out on top. Still second serve though. And Ronan Camron goes across the body of Mara Garcia. That is a good point to pick up. 2 points now, the difference. It's been a good run here for Camron and Palm. Called out by Ronan Camron.
I didn't see the ball. I didn't see it. The ball was out.
And the score moves on to 6-7-2 here on Players Court. And an error from Garcia. The score is level once again. This is a fine fight back from Camron and Palm. Timeout has been called. 1 minute before the action will restart here in Telford. Garcia and Broderick have had some showreel moments in this second game. It looked like they were very much on the charge, but that charge has been slowed down by Camron and Palm. Just some solid grinding out of points over the last 5 minutes or so. Sees them level at 7-7. They only need 4 more to book a place in the semi-finals. Garcia and Broderick need to win this game and then win a third to find themselves in the last 4. Momentum very much on the side of Camron and Palm at this moment in time. Theirs will be a task of just repeating what they've been doing for the last 5 minutes, and they should see it home. Garcia and Broderick know they need to find some kind of response. And they're called time in. And Drake Palm serves once again. He took a step to his right and he saw a gap and he found that gap. They take the leads for the first time in this second game. But that is a nice push to the back of the court by Jaden Broderick. He saw some depth and he exploited it. Broderick just rolling that dink into the top of the net. He has a chance to atone for that error now. But it is almost a repeat. So a non-scoring side out there gives Camron and Palm the chance to push on. Bit of help from the net, but I love the way Camron and Palm advance through the transition zone there. They have got another point on the board. They lead by 2. There's that speed up across the body of Garcia again. Once more he tries to go behind the back. Once more it doesn't work. We have match points. And Garcia is called on a foot fault. And the game has come to an end. It is Ronan Camron and Drake Palm who take that quarter-final. And they will move on now to play Jack Monroe and Richard Livanese in the semi-final.